Hello there, welcome to a new video from Techosa. We have all seen magnets. We have seen magnets stick to each other. We have even seen magnets repelling to each other. Ever wondered why this all happens? Also, did you know that the Earth is a giant magnet? Well, there's a lot to cover in this video, so stay tuned. In our video about gravity, we have learned that we experience gravity as a force that pulls us downwards, right? The force exerted by magnets when they attract or repel each other is called magnetism. Magnetism is similar to gravity in that, just like gravity, magnetism doesn't require a contact to act. We are pulled by the earth, even if we jump and have no physical contact with it. Just like that, two magnets attract or repel each other when they are close to each other. This happens without any contact. It's just like magic, but why does this happen? Every substance is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Each atom has electrons, particles that carries electric charges, and the nucleus, which is the core of an atom and is made of protons and neutrons, which are held together tightly by a strong force. Electrons revolve around the nucleus bound by an electric force. The electron also spins or rotates in its own axis. The spinning of electron produces a magnetic dipole. This is one of the fundamental properties of an electron. Their movement generates an electric current and causes each electron to act like a microscopic magnet. If the majority of electrons in an atom spins in the same direction, a strong magnetic field is produced. The direction of the electron spin determines the direction of magnetic field. If the same number of electrons in the atom spins in opposite direction, the electron spin will cancel out. Thus, the magnetism will also be cancelled. The objects that are attracted to the magnets are called magnetic objects, and the objects that are not attracted to the magnet are called non-magnetic objects. In non-magnetic substance, equal number of electrons spins in the opposite direction, which cancels out their magnetism. This is why materials such as cloth or paper are said to be weakly magnetic. In substances such as iron, cobalt or nickel, most of the electrons spins in the same direction. This makes the atom in this substance strongly magnetic and are called magnetic substance. Magnets are substances that attract other magnets and magnetic substance, whereas magnetic substances are those that are attracted by magnets. Do you know what magnets are of? Well, that depends on whether you're talking about a natural magnet or a man-made magnet. Yep, there's really a magnet found in nature, lodestone. A naturally magnetized piece of magnetite that attracts iron, and so it is technically a magnet. The rest of the magnet we see today are created man-made. There is a group of materials known as ferromagnetic materials. This group includes iron, cobalt, nickel and some alloys of rare earth elements. These ferromagnetic materials can be made magnetic by exposing them to a magnetic field using electric current. Then exposed to a magnetic field, the electrons in the material align in the same direction. This is what causes magnetism. There are actually three types of magnets. Temporary magnets are magnets which, when the magnetic field is removed, the object will gradually lose its magnetism permanently. When permanent magnets are magnetized, these objects do not lose their magnetism. Electromagnets are magnetic as long as electric current is supplied and is used when strong magnet is necessary. This phenomenon is called electromagnetism. Electromagnets are magnetic as long as electric current is supplied and is used when strong magnet is necessary. This phenomenon is called electromagnetism. What causes electromagnetism? Some substance can be magnetized by an electric current. When electricity runs through a coil of wire, the electrons align in the same direction and it produces a magnetic field. The magnetic field around the coil will disappear as soon as the electric current is turned off, since the alignment of electron changes. Magnetism is invisible, but there is a simple way by which we can see magnetism. If we place a paper over a magnet and added some iron filings over it, then the iron filings will start to arrange themselves in a definite pattern around the magnet. This is how a magnetic field looks like, and the line along which the iron filings are arranged is called magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines shows the direction and strength of the magnetic field. The direction of a magnetic field starts from the North Pole and ends in the South Pole, and inside the magnet, their directions start from the South Pole to the North Pole. And the closeness of the magnetic field lines indicate the strength of the magnetic field in that area. The more closely they are packed, the stronger they are. As you all know, the magnets has two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. All magnets have North and South Pole. The opposite poles are attracted to each other while the same poles repel each other. When you rub a piece of iron along the magnet, the north-seeking pole of the atom in the iron lines up in the same direction. The force generated by the aligned atom creates a magnetic field. Now the piece of iron has become a magnet. And what if you cut a magnet into two pieces? Does it become magnets with only one South Pole and only one North Pole? Well, not really. If you cut a magnet into pieces, those pieces will also have the same magnetic properties with North and South Poles. Also, have you ever thought why the sailors always use a compass for navigating the vast sea? Earth behaves like a giant bar magnet built inside it. A compass needle points north because the North Pole of the magnet inside it attracted to the South Pole of the Earth built-in magnet. Also note that the magnetic North Pole and the real North Pole don't exactly coincide. Confusing, right? I'll explain it in a simple way. A compass is an instrument used to navigate the way by showing the directions such as north, south, east and west. A compass points north because all magnets have two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole, and the North Pole of the magnet is attracted to the South Pole of another magnet. The Earth is a magnet that can interact with other magnets in this way. So the north end of the compass magnet is drawn to align with the Earth's magnetic field. Because the Earth's magnetic North Pole attracts the north end of other magnets, it is technically the South Pole of a planet's magnetic field. But why does Earth behave like a giant magnet? What causes magnetism inside the Earth? The Earth is composed of layers having different chemical compositions and different physical compositions. The crust of the Earth has some permanent magnetization. But the Earth is actually an electromagnet. Deep in the Earth, molten metal, mostly iron, flows due to heat which causes convection. Such patterns in flowing conductor tends to create magnetism. The sun is constantly shooting radiations in the form of charged particles towards us. We are lucky that our Earth has a magnetic field. A magnetic field can exert force on charged particles. The Earth's magnetism deflects the charged particle coming from the Earth away from us and thereby protecting us from the harmful charged radiations. So that's it about magnets and magnetism. If you have any doubts and queries regarding this session, feel free to ask it in the comment section below. So see you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye.